So anyway, I will in a second just introduce our team, but just a couple best practices. I know we've all done a lot of these now, but stay on mute unless talking. Be on camera, and you can interact in the chat box. I know Christina's already put some stuff in there. If you have questions, she'll monitor it. She'll be able to, and we'll all be able to take your questions. So let me introduce the, but be on camera because we are going to take a picture at some point. But let me introduce our staff. And I'm Vince Fiducia. I'm the walk director for Maryland, DC, Virginia, and West Virginia. And I've been on staff 2 years. And Mary, why don't you go next?
Sure. Mary Carabella, Senior Director for Walk MS. I cover the Mid-Atlantic area, which includes Maryland and DC, of course. And I actually sit in Kentucky, but I've been with this team, with the society for 10 years, and with this team, I don't know, 4 or 5, something like that. It's getting up there.
Samantha.
I am Samantha DeLello. Hi, I think I know almost everyone on here, and it's so nice to see you all again. I am your walk manager for DC, Maryland, and I've been here going on 6 years. It'll be 6 years in February, which is wild that I have gotten to be with you all so long. Like, it's just so lovely that I've been here that whole time.
And our Rookie of the Year, Christina Toronto.
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Christina. I joined the society back again in February of this year. I cover DC, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia as your walk specialist. And yeah, so excited to see people. I'm happy that I can start recognizing faces and saying hi. It's great.
Yeah. And last but definitely not least, our market president in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, who is lucky. We're lucky she's able to join us tonight. And so Chartice Berry. Chartice, you want to say a few words to the group?
Sure. Me say a few words, Vince, you know I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to say a few words.
I know.
It is so good to be with you all. So Vince knows this. I did not have this on my calendar because I was supposed to be on PTO today. So I had taken it off my calendar, and I'm coming off of a milestone birthday celebration for the last 10 days. So I was not supposed to be in town, but I'm in town, obviously. And when I was just getting off a call with Vince, I said, he's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you on this call? So anyway, there's no place I'd rather be since I am in town and I am working than to be here with each of you. And I'm so happy that I could be a part of this celebration. So thank you for everything that you do. And it's so great because I just saw Mike Tomlin at a bike DIY event, last weekend, Mike? So it's so good to be able to see everyone in person. And I'm really looking forward to next year when we can gather in person for our pre-walk celebration, certainly for our walks in person. And then these kinds of celebrations will be in person again next year. So very excited about that. And Robin, are you Robin? Because we have a lot of Browns, but I'm trying. Robin, are you Robin Brown of Robin's Peeps?
That's okay. Her. You're muted, Robin. But yes, that is
Sorry.
Brown.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say I got on October 11th, one of our so Amanda Glenn, who used to be our walk director, sent me. She's like, I meant to send this to you, and I am not on Facebook. My team knows that I'm not on Facebook. My social media platform is LinkedIn, so it tells you my age, right? But in any event, so I don't know what's happening on Facebook. But Amanda Glenn sent to me a text with your photo and something that you posted on Robin, and it made my day. And Robin had shared on her Facebook post that she had gotten a call from me to thank her for her fundraising and for her efforts, which I often do in my role, certainly, because I'm not with you all as often as this amazing team is. And so I have an opportunity then on the back end, make some phone calls to our top teams, our top fundraisers. And Robin had shared that she was grateful that I had made a phone call. But Robin, I will tell you, that's my job. It's also my life's work. And so I appreciate you calling it out, though. So thank you for appreciating that phone call. I can't say thank you enough to each and every one of you. And I'm just really, really glad to be here. Congratulations on your amazing efforts. And I just can't see what we do together in 2022. So I'm glad to be here with you all. Thanks, Vince.
You're welcome, Chartice, and we're so glad to have you here. So I get the pleasure of announcing our national sponsors. Our premier national sponsor is Sanofi Genzyme. So thank you to them. And our other national sponsors, Biogen, Bristol Myers Squibbs, EMD Serrano, Genentech, and Novartis. So we thank them. And now if we can go to the next one, Samantha, take it from here.
Sure. So just obviously a quick minute to thank all of our wonderful local sponsors who have supported us not only last year in our first year of being virtual, but this year as well, in the second year of Walk Your Way. So all of these wonderful, wonderful sponsors have come through big time, supported our team, have supported you all. We actually had, I think, like a record high of sponsorship support this year for our market. And if it was not the highest, it was like pretty close to some of the largest corporate support we've ever had. So a big thank you to Waldorf Toyota, Booz Allen Hamilton, Wegmans, Rupert Landscape, Horseshoe Casino, 101.5 Bob Rocks, Meritus Health, 99.9 WFRE, Ernst & Young, Queen City Motors, and DWM Roofing, because they were just huge, huge supporters of Walk MS this year. And so if any of you have an employer or know somebody that wants to get their logo up here, get their logo on the back of the t-shirt, please connect them with our team. We've got a sponsorship, we've got a partnership for anybody that you think would be interested in supporting you and the cause that matters to you.
All right, now I get the honor of doing the Walk MS 2021 results. Nationally, we raised over $20 million this year.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had 40,000 registered participants and 21,000 of those were fundraisers. So we also, here in the DMV, we raised $887,512 this year. Thank you to all of you. That was an increase of over about 19,000 from last year. So thank you. We know it was a hard year, it's being our second year of not being in person. And that was with only 1,641 walkers. So it's amazing what those of you that registered on the 347 teams did. And I can't, myself, Samantha, Christina, Mary, Chartiste, cannot thank you enough for the generosity you showed and also for the great creativity that you showed us. So thank you, one and all. We are so thankful for everything you did. And we'll go on to the next slide. Christina.
Yeah, so again, thank you guys everything for all of the amazing things you've helped us do this year. You were truly all outstanding. Each of you have helped us make a significant impact on the MS movement. We are incredibly grateful for your commitment and tenacity in another unique and challenging year. We just wanted to share some of the few exciting advancements that you've been a part of. Just to highlight a few, we've had over 3,400 MS activists take over 10,000 actions. And through that, together, we've worked on 18 state-level telehealth bills and 51 bills related to MS medication access. Our Ask an MS Expert webinar series provided breaking news on COVID-19 and how that affects with MS. This was one of our most popular programs. If you haven't seen it, we will send that out to you. It is a truly wonderful resource to have. We also had 118 MS providers participate in our ECHO MS. This connects MS experts to communities to share their best practices and increase MS quality care. On the next slide, with research, we've supported and trained 13 MS clinical fellows who are now providing MS specialty care. 2 of those fellows are in underserved communities, which we know is incredibly important. And the FDA approved 5 new disease-modifying treatments for MS. And this is truly thanks for your support and your fundraising efforts. We put it all into research for these purposes for our cure to end MS. And because of all of those things, in our innovation, we developed materials for review through an MS research community, which helped us create and gain input from those directly affected by MS in our research decisions. So again, an incredible year. While we're still battling a pandemic, nothing will keep this MS community down. And we know this because we moved forward our own way this year. We had rookie teams, we had veteran teams, we had everybody come out and do it again their own way. And we are incredibly grateful for all of that. We've had people sell cookies. We had people do MS walks in the park. They met friends and families, whether they were in your same state or across the globe. We all got together to share in this incredible movement. So again, thank you. And these are just some photos from like locally, so you can see other teams and their shining moments.
So I think it's time to honor our top fundraisers and teams for each of our sites. What do you say we move forward? So Mary, without further ado, and Samantha.
Thank you. So I believe these sites are in alphabetical order. So hang with me if maybe you walk in DC and you're near the end. But top 5 fundraisers in Annapolis, Maryland. Rob Hartnett, Michelle Webb, Anisha Bassi, Sandy Nenayakakara, and Christina Mitchell. And big shout out to, I don't know if Christina Mitchell is on the call, but Christina Mitchell and her team, Birdie's Journeys, who are a top 5 team in Annapolis, are a rookie team. So all of that amazing fundraising work and some of those teams that Christina mentioned, brand spanking new this year, and they made it into the top 5 teams at Annapolis. Top 5 fundraisers at Walk MS Baltimore. We have Mark Lickness, Tim Purcell, Julie Wigley, Melissa Mansfield, and Jacqueline Alexander. And then of top 5 teams, Jones and Furcure, Whatever It Takes, Team Wigley, The Cousins, and Team Dot. So big round of applause. And then Christina, I think, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So in Walk MS Bel Air, here are our top 3 fundraisers. We have Elena Hertzfeld, Stephanie DeBell, and Lisa Puglisi.
Puglisi. Yeah.
I apologize if I butcher anybody's name ahead of time. And our top 3 teams are There Will Be a Day, Team Puluski, and Tracy's Little Monsters. In our Walk MS Bowie location, our top 3 were Bethlehem Demolash, Monica Wilson, and Jeremiah McCain. And our top 3 teams were Foam, Bunk MS, and Speak MS to Me Family. Oh, I do it again. All right. In Walk MS Columbia, our top 3 fundraisers were Mark Smith, Caroline Kefner, and Sandy Johnson. And our top 3 teams were Holy Guacamoles, Team Grogu, and Mile Street Walkers. In our Walk MS Cumberland walk, we had Catherine Schaefer, Debbie Buchanan, and Laura Hagner. And our top 3 teams were Buddies, Laura's Anchors, and Amy's Angels.
All right. Thanks, Christina. And let's go to Walk MS Frederick. Our top 3 fundraisers were Heather Mansfield, the Robin Brown, and Sarah Reynolds Hardy. And our top 3 teams, Robin's Peeps, No Surrender, and Team Della. And then let's go out to Western Maryland to Walk MS Hagerstown. Our top 3 fundraisers were Brittany Beiser, Virginia Scrivener, and Monica Hutchins. And our top 3 teams in Hagerstown, Robin's Angels, Baby Steps for Mommy, and Team Montague.
Walk MS Indian Head, we have Kajia Davis, Nana Bailey Thomas, and Cindy Yeager as our top 3 fundraisers. And our top 3 teams are MISR Court number 193, Truth Chapter number 19, and the Yeager and McPherson squad. And then for Walk MS Manassas, congratulations to our top 3 fundraisers there, Morgan Cooper, Mike Woodworth, and Jillian Etheridge, as well as their top 3 teams, Smilin' Despite My Mylin, J&R Rockers, and Team Jean.
Over in Ocean City, we had our top 3 fundraisers, Susan Allegro, Rose Madden, and Marie Gilmore, with our top 3 teams, Walkin' and Talkin', Team Gucci, and Team American Legion OC. In our Walk MS Reston, our top 5 fundraisers were Kathy, Bill, Jacob, and Maureen Anya Frychuk, Mary Brown, and Mary Mason, with our top 5 teams being Team Onos, Michelle Strong, Team Rockstar, Mary's Marchers, and AB's Bunch.
All right, let's go to Rockville, Montgomery County, our top 3 fundraisers. I think Adam is on the call. Adam Hartman, Marcy Blackman, and Kevin Nozwa. Our top 3 teams. Are we there yet? Sunflowers and Project Champions. Now let's go to Baltimore County and Towson. Top 3 fundraisers, Janet Sassi, Linda Pacuzzi, and our other one, our Molly Goldberg. Then our top 3 teams, Skipping with JK, A Prayer in Motion, and the MS Dream Team.
All right, give me all a minute to get a breath here because we've got a lot of names to read for Walk MS DC. All right, congratulations to, and I know we have some of these people on the call, our top 10 fundraisers in DC: Kirk Casey, Rebecca Scott, Charlotte Flaherty, Bruce Perlman, Jackie Pisarchuk, Andy Freist, Derek Strohsnyder, woo, I know Derek's on the call, Noah Baum, Lauren, I know Lauren's on the call, and Neil Rakiopo. Our top 10 teams: Cure MS, Team Rebecca, Making Strides, Derek's Difference Makers, ABA Walkers, Team ES, Dreamland Troopers, Groms, Team Strong, and Jessica Johnson. Jessica, we can. A lot of names to rattle off.
Thanks, Samantha. So then finally for Walk MS Westminster, our top 3 fundraisers are Stacey Caswell, Melissa Seltzer, and Melissa Stevens, with our top 3 teams being the Snell Benson Family and Friends, Hear Me Roar, and MS versus MS.
I do want to take a minute here and put the spotlight on Mary Brown. Mary, I know you're on the call. So if you want to unmute yourself, I would love for you to share with everybody what you did for your team Rockstar this year and just the incredible fundraising year that you all had. So you will have to unmute yourself. There you go.
And come up on camera.
I'm on camera.
She's
Okay.
there. I see
You
her.
don't see the giant cow above my head? So this year was, we've been doing Walk MS probably since 2013, and my husband's been diagnosed for 10 years. This was actually his 10th anniversary of his diagnosis. So we wanted to do something different, and I had seen someone on Facebook say they wrote people's names down on their feet, and she kind of put them around her bathroom mirror. So I thought, you know what? We have a split foyer house. So when you walk in, you have a giant wall. So we called that Rob's Wall of Love. And we started, Vince sent me a ton of little footprints, and we started writing people's names down. And my 2 dogs would pose in front of our feet. And we started posting this on Facebook saying, hey, let's show Rob the love. And it just kind of snowballed. We could not believe we had people sharing our fundraiser on Facebook, and everyone wanted a footprint on our wall. And every week I would take new pictures with the dogs, and I kid you not, they posed this way every single time. I wasn't even holding treats. I don't know how they did it, but it got to the point where people wanted their name on the wall, and we could not get over. And then as a thank you, my husband he plays guitar, and he recorded himself singing a song, and kind of as a thank you to everyone. So then we got even more donations. So the Facebook, this was the first year I'd done the Facebook campaign, and it really was successful for us. So.
And Mary, I'm pretty sure this was maybe a record high fundraising for your team. If not, you're pretty close to it.
We beat our top because I think we had a really high amount early on, and then it kind of lagged. But then, this one kind of blew it out of the park.
Yeah, Team Rockstar just really crushed it. They raised over $11,000, which is just, applause to Mary and her team. And Mary, I have to know before we move on what your dog's names are.
The brown brindle, his name is Major.
Okay.
Major Payne, to be exact. That was his rescue name. We did not name him that, but he has lived up to it. And then the other dog is Penny, and she is named after a Beatles song, Penny Lane.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Very cute. We love it. And I hope that you continue this next year with your dogs because.
Oh, I plan to. I actually saved all the footprints because I'm going to say, hey, can I use your name again on our wall? I'm going to guilt them.
Resourceful. I love it. Lock them in.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Mary.
So we'll open it up here in a couple minutes if you guys have some questions or anything, but I want to make a quick announcement. Guys, we're going to be back next year in person, live, starting in April. So we can't wait to see you. It's going to be amazing. And I can't tell you how excited I am personally to get to actually see all of you. I know I've gotten the chance to meet a couple of you here and there, but I just can't wait, and we all can't wait. So, and on top of that, this might be the last time, although I'm sure I'll call some of you before then. We wanted to say happy holidays to all of you. Hope they're safe and you enjoy them with your families. And again, thank you for everything you've done. This was a trying year, and you all came through like rock stars and champions for us. And I know we can't thank you enough. So if you guys want to unmute yourselves now and just say hello or just ask questions, or if you have other things
I
to do,
just want to say something right quick, if I may.
sure. Who is this? Is this Angela?
Angela McLean.
Hey, Angela.
Hey,
Hello,
Angela.
how are you doing? Hello to everybody. I just wanted to say that the name, to correct it and verify it, Jeremiah McLean. When you said, I think Jeremiah McCain. And Jeremiah is my son. And so I am so proud of him because this is his second year that he's actually taken leadership and being the team lead for him, although he's under me. And so, and he's pulling in all of his friends and his school teachers and their parents and his friends' parents and everybody. But he's a senior in high school this year, looking at colleges. And I would say that something that's exciting to me is he's doing his college essay on being part of the MS Walk. And that has been so exciting to see what he writes and everything. But I just want to share that with you. And the foam, which is my team, actually stands for Friends of Angela McLean. And so just for you all to know it, and we look forward, Jeremiah too, but especially myself, in walking again next year. And happy holidays to you all also.
Thank you, Angela. I love hearing that about Jeremiah and his
That's
college
great.
essay too. That's amazing. You both are awesome.
Thank you.
I think, Derek, did you have a question? I see your hand raised, so I just want to make sure.
Who was that?
I had your Derek. Your hand is raised.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little while ago, but I didn't know. Do you guys give awards out for team names? Because the one that was smiling despite my miling, that was pretty clever.
No, we should. We probably should do that. Yeah.
We do see some pretty creative names come through when you all register, and we get the email notifications. There are some good ones that give the staff a good laugh when we see them come through.
That's funny. And then I didn't know if I know Mary Brown said her husband did a song. I didn't know if she'd be willing to share that with everybody at some point. Maybe not now, but
I have to find it. It's on my Facebook, or it might be on his Facebook page.
okay.
I don't remember if we put it on our fundraiser page or not, but yeah, that's where the name came from. He's a musician,
Very cool.
hobby musician, but
super
he's our rock star. So
very cool.
So.
Is there time to share another fundraising story real quick?
Always.
Yes.
Go, Robin. Go.
So I jumped to number one for a really strange reason. I have a very good friend who, I'm going to keep everything nameless, but he's a CPA for a hotel, and the owner of the hotel passed away recently, and said owner is a gazillionaire. My friend has been his personal CPA and does everything from accounting to picking up his dry cleaning, old school, for over 35 years. The now deceased hotel owner left millions of dollars to several people, but not my friend, who is also the executor of the will, co-executor. Bit of a mystery. He doesn't understand it, but my friend is so amazing. And this is my not crying, you're crying. He didn't question anything. He did what he was assigned to do. He's on the board for a foundation. And my friend said, again, not crying, I know, I'll put Robin's Peeps at number one. I'll get this foundation, which you can now look up, to donate. You know, like, I'll show you, Mr. Hotel Owner. So that's how I got there, is he got the foundation to donate $5,000 to my team, kind of not as a, I'll show you, but it's just something he wanted to do. So I feel like National MS Society and myself and our friendship benefited out of the passing of someone who, for some unknown reason, for example, left $400,000 to his maid's mother, but left nothing to this man who served him for over 35 years. It's just the strangest, to me, it's the strangest story, but that's how National MS Society benefited from this unbelievable friend of mine.
Well, cheers to your friends and
Yeah.
That's
You just never know, you know, and sometimes it is not what you know, but who you know. But I don't know how I became the benefit of that, but it's just so crazy.
I think you can please tell them we all said thank you.
Yes.
I do often, yes, and I will. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's just something I'll never forget. And he claims that he will, as long as he can remain on this foundation, he says, I'll ask for it every year until we cure MS. So, you know, no expectations, but that's his claim.
Teresa, you trying to say something because you were muted there.
Oh, I was just saying that's wonderful.
It is. It's
Thank
really
you for sharing that, Robin.
Oh, sure.
I think, Robin, like, so much of that is a tribute to you and like you telling your story and getting out there, and you've made it
correct
public enough that people are like, you know what, this is a cause that's important to people I care about. There's, I don't know, I think that you have a huge part to play in that. So thank you for what you've done.
Yeah.
Well, I warn my friends every January. I give them the week to recover from the holidays, but the first half of January, I warn them on Facebook and in person and whatnot. I'll say, I'm coming back. So, and now in 2022, since we're going live, I'm probably going to be a little relentless. So I'm fortunate to have kept the friends that I've kept, because I'm like, warning, warning, I'm back. I'm sure Mr. Tomlin does the same thing. Yes.
You all have such amazing stories, and something just hit me, and I know I probably should run this by the walk team before, but I'm just going to say it now and we can talk about it. But you talked about sharing your story, and you talked about January. So we have a board meeting in January, on January 6th. And so at the outset of each of our board meetings, we have a mission moment where it's just an opportunity to ground our trustees in the why. Of course, I would say all of our trustees have a very personal connection to the mission, whether they're living with it or have a spouse, friend, family member, they're living with MS. But it's still a great opportunity to, again, remind us, and we have, opportunities for people to share their stories, or for us to show a video, or we talk about some significant breakthroughs or research clinical updates at the outset of the meeting before we get to business. But I would love to invite some of you, all of you, whoever might want to raise their hands. I think that we should really set aside some time in that January meeting as we embark upon the launch of walk season, and have you all share your stories with our trustees, because I think it's important for them to hear from our walk participants and to hear your stories. And I think also what I will say, I meant to say at the outset, Mary said we can do it. Yay! Okay. But I also think, and I was going to share this at the outset of our meeting when I was making some remarks, is that you have no idea how incredible each of you are from the perspective of, walk went virtual because you had to. It was mandated that this campaign went virtual in our market 2 years in a row. And what you accomplished in 2020, and then again in 2021, is really just it's short of miraculous. Our bike events, where we have 2 in the market, and Mike knows this, were virtual in 2020, but we were able to host them in person. Our Ambassadors Ball, which is our largest fundraising event as it relates to the money that we raise, and the scope of the event. Walk is biggest in our market, but when I say largest, I mean just in terms of the scope of the event, the sponsorships and things like that. We were virtual last year, but it was in person this year. And then our luncheon, we opted to go virtual this year, but it was virtual last year. So what you all have done, because you had to do it, is just short of just magical. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of Walk MS, Greater DC, Maryland, and for doing what you've done, because it really is just remarkable. And I will say on that note, I know that you've had some tremendous partners in that work. And those folks are on this call with Mary and Vince and Sam and Christina. So I just want to say how grateful I am for each of them, because they plowed through, and it wasn't easy. Because I know it wasn't easy for each and every one of you, but it was also not easy for them because they had numbers over their heads and they had fundraising goals, and they just had the pride. You know, they're so proud of the work that they do. And, you know, numbers aside, performance aside, they are proud of the work that they do, and they're proud of this campaign. And so you all made them even prouder this year. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Chartice. Well, I think we've all said it. We can't thank you guys enough. And a couple quick things is the registration pages for next year, we'll open them in November. And if you have points that you did spend all your points this year, they will roll over. All you have to do is register by January 31st. So, so go ahead. We have new web pages. You're going to love them. They're easy. Trust me. I tried it yesterday. It's very easy.
I was gonna say, if you can do it, like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Like,
Chartice will be the real.
I was going to say, Mary knows the test would be me. Yeah, the test would be me. If I can navigate it, anybody can. Yes.
So, and also if you're still uncomfortable about maybe getting around people, you can just sign up and we'll still help you and just do it your way. But we do want to see you next year. We're really excited to see all of you. I've been here 2 years and I've been like chained to this chair and I need to get out. So.
Yeah, this is truly the testament to commitment, because he's been doing this job, and you know, and it's not, walk is really it's where people gather, right? And where people connect in such a meaningful way. And he hasn't been able to do that. And he's still here. so and we're thankful.
Yeah. So thank you. Guys have any other questions or any other great stories to make us cry even more tonight? This was supposed to be fun, but it is. But I'm telling you that these stories are just great, and they just give us more incentive to tomorrow. So thank you all for sharing. Angela, you want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to say something real quick. I speak of Jeremiah all the time, but anyway, I am so proud of him. He's 17 years old, and I was thinking when I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but oh goodness.
Was it Chartice?
Chartice, yes, thank you. She had mentioned about getting together January the 6th, I think, and he can't be here because, you know, he rides the bus home from school. I don't pick him up till another 45 minutes or so. But anyway, he is looking so forward to the walk next year. And what he's been doing is recruiting and getting a lot of his friends. Everybody goes to a private school, but we're talking about all of them are teenagers. And so to me, that's really important, because when do you really find teenagers to have the time to want to do something to help out? They're looking forward to wearing the orange. They're looking forward to taking their dog for a walk. Jeremiah's looking forward to getting everybody together. And he said, Mom, I'm trying to figure out where we're going to walk next year, because we can all walk. I don't think we're gonna be going through the pandemic or anything. We're okay. We can walk, so we're gonna walk for you. And I'm like, okay. And to see how he's excited about it, but also when he wrote that essay, it's just amazing. All I did was cry. But
Anthony, where does Jeremiah go to school?
he goes to school at Landon School. It's an all-boys school in Bethesda.
Yep, familiar.
And he's looking at, I would say right now, he's looking at University of Pittsburgh and Morgan State. But there are colleges out there. He's been nominated for scholarships also. He's looking, the colleges are looking at him. And I told him, that's the way to go. Yes, let them get you. But please keep him in prayer. He's very smart. He's my next president 24/7, you know, and he's on top of everything. And I'm laughing when you say, you know, computer and who can deal with that. Well, I'm like that in this household because Jeremiah, he's just number one for everything. He's going to be my next doctor, my politician, the
That poor
professor.
child didn't stand a chance.
Yes, he's everything. So I just want to say I'm open also, you know, I'll share with him how the meeting went today, but any ideas you all have, I'm open to it, and he would love, I know he's going to hate that he missed this. And when I saw his name up there, I was telling his daddy, I said, oh my goodness, there's his name and he's not here to see it. So I'm taking pictures of it and everything so he can see, they put your name there. And
Well,
so
this is recorded, Angela. We'll send you the recording.
Yeah.
thank you. Okay. Okay. He'll like that. And the numbers and everything, because see, he put some of that in his essay also, you know, but what he did, I mean, he broke it down and everything. You had the DMV, but he did it for Bowie and then for Jeremiah. And so, anyway, I'm just excited about what he's doing. And then his friends want to recruit people to get more money too. But again, these are teenagers, you know, so any way that they can help, they're excited.
Can he
Okay.
do something? I'm sorry, real quickly, think about, and we can talk about this and the team can think about something to do it. Maybe he can do it Landon. Just saying.
Yes, because I would say he like asked every teacher to give something if they would make a donation, and anywhere from $50 to $250 they were given, and they are really crazy about him. But he has who his favorites are. But even those that were not his teachers, you know, they still made a donation. So yeah, that would be a great idea.
Shartiz,
And he started his own business too, two of them.
He's done more at like 15 than I have at like 50.
Yeah, and see, now just think about me. He's wearing me out. I'm the one that's been diagnosed with MS, but I tell you, I'm like, I have no choice but to just sit down. I need a rest. I need a nap right now. But he has started a car detailing and power washing. He's had it for, I think 6 months now. He is really on top of things with that. You know, he's an LLC, so he's already licensed approved. So one thing I did say that I wanted to do was apply for scholarship for him through MS, because I was looking at the site and I saw something. I didn't read it all, but I know that MS does something. So I'm gonna see what they can do, if anything.
Thanks, Angela.
You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of different ones. One for students still in school at his age, and there's adult ones as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, again, this has been an incredible evening and an incredible walk season. One I hope we never have to go through again, because we can see each other in person next year. Yeah, fingers crossed, and anything else, toes, you know. But we look forward to seeing you next year. We thank you again. Have a safe and wonderful holiday season, and you know, with your families, and you will obviously be getting notifications when everything's ready to go for next year. So Thank you again.
Hey,
Thank you.
Vince, hey, Vince, before you bowl, I got to ask, what is that angelic haze that surrounds you right now?
I think it's just bad lighting. I tried to have one of those walk
It's like
backgrounds.
it's like an angel coming out of, and I know for me, you've been an angel for putting up with all my stuff and hard time that I give you. I didn't know if now you had the screen to back it up now.
Yeah. No, it's just I blur my screen so you can't see the mess that's behind me.
There we go. Got it.
Anyway, so
happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, happy
holidays.
holidays. Thank you all.
See y'all soon.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Bye, y'all.